Hey there, my name is Matt Luckadoo. I'm in Marketing 232, otherwise known as Social Media Marketing. And to everybody watching at home, who's probably in the class too, I hope, my campaign is called the hashtag Craft Your Mac campaign. And it is for Kraft macaroni and cheese, like the macaroni and cheese dinner. Let's get this started. Now you're probably thinking, right? Macaroni and cheese. Everybody knows macaroni and cheese. What are you doing, huh? Maybe you don't know macaroni and cheese. That's okay too. Let's start first with the question. What is Kraft macaroni and cheese? And what is so special about it, you know? Why did this kid in my class choose it for his campaign project, you know? You're asking the right questions. All right. Well, Kraft macaroni and cheese has been a well-known dinner staple because it's, cardboard box, elbow mac, and powdered cheese. It's cheap, it's affordable, and the box has turned a more minimal design. So I feel like it's a very appealing product, especially to people who have families and children. Now, with the powdered cheese, James L. Kraft, hence Kraft macaroni and cheese, was the one to create the concept of using a powdered cheese. He actually created it back in 1916. Kraft learned that the same bacteria that made cheese age well was also the bacteria that made cheese go bad. And when he took cheese scraps, applied heat to kill the bacteria, the bad bacteria, and then grounded them up into a mixture, he used sodium phosphate as an emulsifier. And when he combined those together, he made Kraft processed cheese. And their first big customer was the U.S. Army, which bought more than 6 million pounds of the stuff to feed the soldiers. See, there's some appeal there already. Kraft macaroni and cheese was around back in the day, and it's been around for a while, and it's known as a classic to a lot of people, me included. But I feel as if the appeal, well, yes, it's a classic and people love classics, I feel like it hasn't properly been brought into the modern age as well as it could. Hence the campaign. Now, me personally, I've been having macaroni and cheese since I was very young. It's a comfort food. I love it. Anytime I get sick or anything, my mom would make a bowl of it, and it always hit the right spot. So when somebody asks, well, what's so special about Kraft macaroni and cheese? I can make a whole nother 20-minute video about that. But let's just say it's just a special food in my heart. I have a lot of memories with it, and I think a lot of people out there have memories with it too. So when I was making this campaign, I thought, you know what? Why don't we embrace that people have memories with the product and really just bring the appeal to new generations so they can have experiences with it too. So, with my social media marketing campaign, the Craft Your Mac campaign, it involves collaborating with a lot of different micro-influencers and basically creating content for all kinds of different social media platforms. TikTok, there's a Snapchat filter, Instagram Reels, and Stories, because there's polls on Stories too. And YouTube Shorts are the main ones because those are the biggest. And short-form short-form content has become very popular because people just love being able to quickly understand the point of a video. And it grabs their attention, they get to the point, and then they move on to the next thing. So using that for branding could be very beneficial for a company because it says, hey, look at a product. Check it out. Come buy it. All right, buy. Go buy it. You know? So I'm going to make this brief. On TikTok, Kraft could start off the campaign by making a viral cooking challenge where viewers are invited to remix the classic Kraft macaroni and cheese with their own ingredients. My mom, this might sound crazy, used to put hot dog in macaroni. And it sounds weird, but it was a great combination. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that some things that sound weird can taste amazing. And since macaroni and cheese, it's kind of a simple food, people can say, you know what, well, when my mom used to cook it, she put ham in it or bacon or anything. So I think embracing people's creativity and letting people share their memories while also being able to create more for other people, it's just a great way to, embrace the brand's history with its, the memories it's made with its customers, while also just creating a community in the process where people can share their recipes and talk about the product. Instagram Reels and Stories could support the campaign by having people post debate polls on their story. Instagram has the feature where you can have left or right. I put the example Pretzel Mac versus Taco Mac. Taco Mac would kind of be like, I think beefaroni is what it's called, but Pretzel Mac would be really unique. And influencers who have recipe ideas, like I was saying, could post a tutorial or a live cook along with the product. So you could say, hey, we used to cook it this way. Check it out. Here's how you do it. It gives an open feel and embrace to people, kind of like how macaroni and cheese gave an embrace to me, Additionally, Kraft could design a branded Snapchat filter. I kind of found an example of what I was talking about like this. Just a fun, silly filter with macaroni. And this is a TikToker eating macaroni. Which could transform users in whatever their camera views as macaroni pasta. Or they could have a chef hat on, just... Because Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, when you look at their competitors, like Annie's Organic, Annie's Organic is focused on just, having the healthy balance. Like, here's something that you could add to your diet kind of thing. But they use a very calm approach. Well, Kraft has always had a more silly, fun... They have, like, different fun shapes with the pasta, and they have the fun commercials. Like, I feel like they always have a bolder, fun approach. I think it's important for them to embrace that with their brand. See, with this campaign, I'm not trying to tell Kraft, hey, you need to change your brand. I'm saying that they should further embrace the brand they have and push it out to people who haven't experienced the joy of it yet. And with this, each social media platform has a different atmosphere and algorithm. So pushing out to all these platforms allows for audiences all over. You could have your grandpa watches YouTube Shorts, but your aunt watches Instagram Reels. And it also helps to have content across all the platforms that's different, so people could say, hey, I like this video they post on here. What if I look at their account on here? It just develops the brand further, and it just comes off way more professional. And people talk about it, word of mouth. People will share with their friends. And when influencers get on board, they'll encourage other people to say, hey, try the mac, try this recipe I made. It just feels like a beautiful embrace. And I was saying, to display the wow factor of this campaign, to really show you, like, here's an example of how influencers could push it, I was thinking there could be a 2 to 3 minute promotional video where real influencers on TikTok would participate in the Craft Your Mac Challenge. And they could just show their recipes and say, hey, here's this. It could even have a competition, like who has the best recipe, who has the craziest one, I don't know if any of you guys have seen Good Mythical Morning, but they have a lot of things like that. And it would be really cool to have a deal with Good Mythical Morning for Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. But just to further develop the community there, I would love to be a part of that community personally. But yeah. And it also helps because the influencer could say, hey, craft your own path with the Craft Your Mac hashtag, right? And using a hashtag, it develops a trend and it makes it easier to access all the videos for people. So it just reinforces that widespread participation. And of course, the catchy slogan helps. The benefits of it too is that Kraft could look at the different mashups and say, hey, you know what? Blonde guy from TikTok, we really like your recipe, and a lot of people online like it too. What do you say if we make it an actual product that you can buy at the store, just in a mashup box? That way, when people go and look on the aisle, they could say, oh, I love Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, but I've had it a lot. Wait a minute, this new mashup looks really cool. I wonder if I could find the video of the guy who made it online. That engagement is very important because macaroni, to me personally, it has a personal feel to it. And I feel like that's something beautiful about the product that should be embraced more. because not a lot of other competitive products have that. So in conclusion, the Craft Your Mac campaign would bring a comfort classic to new generations and give them that same feeling of comfort and warmth that people like me have had. Through the interactive challenges and things, anybody could feel involved and feel like they've had these memories too, whether they had them a while ago or they're making them now. But I feel that Kraft Macaroni and Cheese has been a classic, and it's important that it stays a classic because it's a pantry staple at the end of the day, and it's affordable. So college students, millennials, Gen Z, our target audience, has perfect opportunity to say, hey, I should buy this product now that I know how cheap it is, and maybe I can mix some new stuff in it and it'll feel all fresh. So I hope my campaign also connected with you. And I think it's a good idea. I think it would be a great idea for Kraft to do. But who knows? But yeah, if you like Kraft Macaroni and Cheese too, I hope you'd appreciate it as well. The end. And thank you guys for listening. Have a great night.